seems strange to me since we've been quarantined all this time that just to get out and drive once in a while seems strange. You know what I mean? But I like it. I'm getting I like how it's not so in your face. And I took that a little bit back, and then she told me, she goes, because my girlfriend, she likes to go way out. Then we started talking about it. It was cute. Oops, almost missed my turn. Slow down, Joe, slow down. Mr. Leadfoot, you, oh, here I am talking to you. Let's see, can I take you off this mount without shaking it all over the place? Hold on, guys. Hold on, I gotta screw you in. Okay, let's go in. Oops, get my wallet. Alright. Stay inside. Yeah, either way, we'll either have Justin or we'll have the other girl. Oh, he's working. Oh, can you see him over there?
Hello.
Hi.
See, let me check. I saw there was a call this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone did call you. Let me see what it was for. Oh, she left a message just asking you to return a call to schedule for a follow-up for diabetes.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
That's what it's for.
That's what I thought.
Well,
Okay.
if anything else, let me know.
Okay, no problem.
Right.
I thought it was because my prescriptions were filled.
Oh, okay. Do you need anything?
No,
Are you good to go?
not really. I just got the call and I thought, well, it's my prescriptions.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
see ya.
Good seeing you.
See what I mean? What I'm going to do is I want to take y'all to my old stomping grounds in Wheeling, where Tricks used to be. You know, I talk about you know, our building that Johnny and, oh, I forgot the name I gave him. Just a little walk with Joe in Wheeling. I'm out and about and I just feel like filming it now. So let me turn you around here and show you the sights. We've got, let's see, Wheeling is about, oh, how far is Wheeling from? We got a few towns to go through. So I decided we'll go out and we'll get ourselves some exercise, and at the same time I can film y'all this YouTube video. It's sort of like the quarantine routine. You know, I stayed to myself and stayed quarantined as much as I could, so I really didn't get out much to do anything. And the only time I went out was to get groceries or my prescription, and then I went home. I don't feel like I need to self-quarantine as much anymore, so now I can get out and about and do the things that I want to do. And like I said before, life is too short to just be letting it, you know, pass you by. And I refuse to let it pass me by. I mean, I may be 64 in body, but I'm like, oh, I'd say 34 at heart. Some days I feel even younger than that, which of course gets me in a lot of trouble at times. It's for your protection and for other people's protections, just like these seat belts. They make it mandatory that you have to wear seat belts. Now, people don't believe that they should have to wear seat belts because it's against their freedom. But the seat belt saves lives. And if everybody would wear their seat belts when they drive, there would be a lot less fatalities in this country if we would just all follow the rules and not take it as a personal against your freedoms. I mean, no one's taking away your freedom. They're just asking you to follow rules, and there's always been rules in any society. Some rules are worse than others, and I believe us in the United States, by wearing seatbelts or wearing masks in public places because of that, things would be a lot better. But then again, you have your certain few that think that they're above the rules, above the law, and they're going to do whatever they can to prove that they're better than anybody else. And that's a shame, because, you know, why do you feel like you need to prove yourself to somebody else? Well, I missed my turn off. And I'm not saying that I was afraid to go out, not the contrary, but you know, it was the rule. The rule was, unless you really had to go someplace bad, you needed to self-quarantine. Yeah, I wished I would have stayed on the road I was, because I really don't like yielding on this road, because people do not slow down. Downtown Main Street. Now, Wheeling is set up. This is the weird thing about Wheeling. Wheeling has two one-way streets. One-way street going on one side of Wheeling, going into Wheeling, and one-way street coming out of Wheeling. So if you want to go on the other side of town, you have to go into Wheeling, turn around, and go in the other direction. So that's what we're going to have to do to go to my old apartment building. All right, more construction. Come on, lady, I'm waiting on you. Oh, they've got this town all tore up. This is ridiculous. Sort of glad I'm not living in Wheeling anymore. Yeah, I don't believe I lived in this town. But then again, I mean, it's not a bad town, all in all. Just like any other town, you get used to it. On the left is the building that I used to live at. Yeah, I got a story to tell you about this back parking place. Okay, like I said, I had a story about this parking lot. This one year, we got a blizzard. I remember I was going to work, and I didn't even know it snowed at night. Now I was getting up for work at about 6 a.m. and this was the building that I lived in right here. Okay, and I lived on the second floor. So I got ready for work, and by the time I got down to the front door, I realized that I couldn't see out the window. And that was because the snow was piled up to the top of the doorway, and I couldn't open the door. And my car was parked back here. It was parked back here that night, and all I could see of my car was the rooftop, was the top of the roof. The whole car was covered in snow. Yeah, so that was an experience. Let's see if they still have the walking track down here. I don't see the walking track. They've changed a lot of this, because I remember I used to be able to walk down this road, and at the end of the road there was a walking track that went straight into Wheeling, and it looks like they took the walking track out. There's no walking track here anymore. What I would do was every evening after I had dinner, I would have my dinner, put on my shoes, walk downstairs, come down to the end of the road, get on the walking track and walk into Wheeling and all the way back. And I think I lost like maybe 20 pounds that way. That's a shame that they don't have the walking track anymore. Man, it is really hot out here today. So here's the only front door to this building. And of course, as you notice, there's air conditioning in almost every window because the building doesn't have any air conditioning. And that's where me and Johnny were living. I gotta get something to drink, you guys. So yeah, I guess, oh, I hope I don't need my mask. I should go back and get my mask. I see no Mountain Dew. Oh, here we go. Get a Mountain Dew. We're going when we had that blizzard, I couldn't get to any towns to eat at. And thank God Convenient was here, because it was always open and I could always get something to eat. This is the one-way road into Wheeling. So yeah, you get used to that. Now I'm walking down through this little intersection here, this little nice little place that they made to get to the other side, and it's a one-way street out. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but this building in front of me was built in 1905, so that tells you about how old the city of Wheeling is. Because I'm sure this building at one time was the biggest and most popular building in Wheeling. Yeah, what I like about this GoPro, it's so small that nobody actually pays attention to it. This is the block that Trix was at. So of course we've got two bars, a grill and a lounge, but it's a bar. And then every city, every town has an adult bookstore. And the stories I could tell you about the adult bookstore would, let's put it this way, it's not made for YouTube. Okay, so this used to be the parking lot for Trix. You'd walk down this alley, and I think it was this door right here that you would just knock on to get into Trix. Friday, Saturday night, you'd be walking around these alleyways at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and of course there was a lot of homophobes out, you know, so that they could bash some, I won't use the word, but bash some gay people. I was never in an incident where I had to deal with that, but let's just say I knew of some stories. Yeah, so right here, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll zoom in. That's where our Civic Center is. That's where our Wheeling Nailers, I think they're a hockey team. I'm not quite sure. Okay, this is what we call the waterfront park. They would have musicals, plays, and stuff of that nature. But yeah, I remember having a few dates here, watching the shows and listening to the music. Okay, right down this way is that walking path that I told you about behind my house. But yeah, I would get on this walking path and come all the way, you know, come down here and watch the musicals or meet up with people. I mean, it's a nice little park area now. That's one thing I missed. One thing I did miss about Wheeling, because where I live now, we don't have anything like this. Okay, here of course is one of the portable outhouses that I told you about. But yeah, right in front of me now is the oldest free suspension bridge, and right behind it is the new bridge coming off of the interstate. But the old bridge here is for the older town, coming from oh, I forget what that town's called, but from that town, Wheeling Island, I believe. I think that's the island. Yeah, it's for the people that live on the island to come across into Wheeling. Now, the island has been flooded numerous of times that I know of when I was living here, because the the Ohio River here would overflow, and it would get up as high as those houses are, and they would all get flooded. Yeah, we've got a few of these monuments erected here in the park to remember fallen personnel, which I think it's really great that Wheeling did something like this. I mean, they've got this memorial here, starting from the Revolutionary War, 1812, Mexican War, Civil War, Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and September 11th. I never knew these were here, but it's really nice that we have this memorial here. I'm glad I came. And then we have this monument built. It's like the world at the top. Then at the bottom it has all the you know, all the services. And it's for all the service men and women who have given their lives to serve our country. This is from the Coast Guard. This is starting to touch my heart a little bit because my brother served in the Navy and he lost his life, but I don't want to get into that right now. So let's try. Okay, I just found out that next year they're going to have the Italian Festival here in Wheeling on July 29th. So I'm gonna have to set that on my books. We're gonna go see the Greek Festival in a couple days. And then next year, I will be taking you guys to the Italian Festival. So mark your calendars on that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to catch the bus on the way back up to North Wheeling, because I think I've had my share of walking around today. So yeah, I'll see you back on the bus.